It looks super busy in the parking lot. I probably picked a busy day to come here to IKEA. I decided to come and go get the cabinets that I really want for my Hoyas. I'm in between the Rudstas or the Millsbow and Vitcho. So I'm going to go see them in person and decide from there. But I figured since I was coming all the way here to Florida, I'm in Jacksonville. I just got here. It's about 2:15 or so hour drive from Savannah, so not too bad. I decided to take you along with me and we can look at the plant stuff together. My focus is the cabinets, but I also want to look at the plant supplies, and I know they have a section of live plants here too, so I'm very curious what's here. Yeah, I think it was here a year ago or sometime last year, so it's been a while, so I'm excited to go in. So it is about 12 noon, and my goal is to be finished up by like 3 o'clock so I can get back on the road so I can try and beat traffic all the way back home. I really hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for coming along with me, and let's head in and see what's here. Da, 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 the cabinets. This is what I came here for. So right in front is the Millsbow cabinet. It comes in tall, which I have, and then this is the wide version, which I do really, really love. It was so hard to decide. I must have been here for like 30 minutes trying to figure out what I wanted. But yeah, that's the inside of the wide. I love how wide it is compared to the Rudsta, but this is the white one, and then on the back side they had it in black here, but I would be getting the black for the Hoya area. I wish they had the Millsbow tall. It was out of stock, or I probably would have gotten those instead. And this is the Rudsta. I honestly was shocked at how tall the cabinet was compared to the Millsbow wide. I wish this one was a little bit more wide, but I was honestly impressed by the height of it. And of course, I love the inside. I feel like this will be perfect for some taller plants as well, and you can get some of those magnetic shelves. So that's another view of that one. And then they also have this fabric core that comes in the green color that my Rudsta tall that I do have. I was also debating between, well, should I just get one of these since it matches? But no, I need a wide cabinet. So it was hard to figure out what I wanted. And then over here was the Vitcho shelves. I was thinking about getting the skinnier tall one with the Millsbow. So yeah, tough decision. I honestly could not film a whole lot in here because I did come on a Saturday. It was so crowded. I feel like I was getting in people's way, and I don't like having a bunch of people in my footage. So I didn't get a whole lot inside, but I'll show you some of the pottery and the plants here. But yeah, so many glass vases. I have that white one already at home. I love it. And I think some of these were probably candle stuff maybe, but I love the green. I was in the mood to shop for more darker tones because I love my white, neutral, beigey tones, but I wanted some different colored pots, more so for like Hoya and Anthurium, since my shelves are going to be more on the black, darker side. And yeah, they had a lot of glassware, vases, so many. I could have stayed in here all day, you guys, looking at all the pottery. They had so much to look through, and this is just the pottery section. Like, we didn't even get to the plant pots yet. Oh my gosh. I have this little like iridescent one at home already when I was here last time. And then I have this already as well. I have a couple of these. It's like a really pretty hanging basket. And they have a new color of the Acrobar cabinet. It's like this navy blue color. I have this in white and yellow, but they only have the black color in the larger size, so this is the smaller size. I did think the blue color was really pretty, and then here it is in black. And they also had a white kind of back there, and this is the larger size. I didn't catch the price on them. I think they have gone up in price a little bit. I was debating on getting the larger black one, but I already have two small ones, so I didn't need any more. But yeah, I love the Acrobar. Just a classic small little greenhouse cabinet. It's perfect. Yeah, lots of pottery here, lots of hanging baskets. This one I don't remember seeing when I was here last. It kind of looks like that. It has a like wicker basket on the outside. They had it in a darker color as well. And yeah, I was so drawn to all these darker colored pots. This green was just chef's kiss. That was like the prettiest pot. I immediately, like as soon as my eyes saw it, I was drawn to it. And I really liked so many of these. I did get quite a few pieces that I will show you here coming up in the haul portion, but yeah, after looking at all of these, I'm like, man, I wish I had got this one. I wish I had gotten this one. I really like the pink one. You'll see it again here. The pink color is so pretty. I have that pot already. And they also had a few like terracotta pieces. I didn't really show you the bigger pot section in the back, but they had some larger sizes. And yeah, I was like, yep, you are coming with me. And I wanted to go ahead and get the pink one. I love this pot. It's my favorite pot from IKEA. They had a few like plant stand / shelving units here as well. Here's another view of all of the plant pots and planters. It was just insane. I don't remember there being so much when I was here last time, but they really do have so many plant pots. So if you are in the market for plant pots, definitely check your local IKEA. I get a lot of my plant pots from TJ Maxx, and I feel like they're pretty reasonably priced. I feel like these aren't like so expensive, but some of them were kind of more pricey, but for the most part, I feel like they're a decent price, and a lot of them are so nice looking. Even though some of them are like a plasticky material, they look heavy duty and really nice, and a lot of them are like heavy duty pots. And that's the same pot that comes in that whiter color. I have so many of those at home. And here's a look at this concrete type planter. It looked really nice in like a heavy duty pot, but it was actually plastic. But I was kind of drawn to it for some reason. And they had some black and more gray colors over here. I liked some of the like design, the texture on some of the pots. I like this one too, of course. Anything neutral, I'll love. And they also had this like bright orange color for fall. It was so vibrant in person. It was so pretty. Here's a section of the live plants that they had in store. They had some alocasia polys and philodendron birkin. They had a couple shelves of those. I think they were $20. Yeah, $19.99. And Monstera adansonii was on the bottom. And they had some taller money trees, dracaenas, and they had some fiddle leaf figs. I didn't catch a lot of the prices here because honestly, I felt like I was getting in people's way because this was right before you go to get the shelving units. And they had a little bit of small plants. I think these were $5.99. They didn't have a lot of options, but they had like 5 or 6 different ones that kept repeating. And I thought this propagation vase was so cute, this whole setup. So this whole thing was $19.99, but somebody had clipped some actual live plants. I just thought that was so funny, but I don't need it, but I just thought it was the cutest thing ever. If you want a little prop station, that was there. And then I saw these like little misters. This one here was so pretty. I was gonna get it. I'm like, oh, it can't be more than $5. $29.99. I think that's what it said, unless I got the price wrong. But I was like, heck no, I'm not paying that for a mister. And here's another look at the smaller plants. Yeah, Syngonium, some Schefflera. Yeah, not a whole lot. And then they had some Monstera deliciosas. These were $24.99, I believe. Yeah, $25. So I feel like these are about the same that you would see at like a, Home Depot or Lowe's. They had a few birds of paradise, and I actually spotted some pink princess, which I thought was cool. They looked more burgundy. One leaf had like a very vibrant pink half moon. There was some orchids there, more money trees. They had some bonsai plants, some red anthurium, snake plants, some aloe vera, and there was some golden pothos as well. Yeah, I feel like for the most part it was a lot of common basic plants. They had some Baltic blues there. And then up top they had a few caleithias. These were I think these are Beauty Star. So they had a few of those and some ponytail palms. They had so many of those. And then here were the golden pothos in a hanging basket. They also had a tiny little bit of like cacti succulent arrangements. They had some individual that you could get, and then they also had like a pack of 3 that you could get as a set. I think the 3-pack was $10, I believe. I remember seeing those when I was here last time looking. So yeah, not a whole lot of plants, but the plant pots and stuff, oh my gosh, it was insane. So they did have a lot here for this time of year. I have a haul to show you of everything that I got at IKEA. So you can barely see the beginning of the boxes. Those are soil stuff, but those boxes are the cabinets that I got. I don't know when I'm going to put them together, but I got the 2 tall rudsta and the wide rudsta, and that's going to be my new Hoya shelves, and I'm so excited for that. So I was browsing around, and the stuff that I got is mostly pots, pottery. If you want to see what I got, then stick around. But if you don't care about hauls, then feel free to click off. I did get a few, well, no, I got like a couple random things, but most of it is plant stuff. This I got is just a random thing. I found this in the lighting section, you know, with desk lights and ceiling light fixtures. It's a kitty cat, of course. Let me show you this side. And I think it's battery operated, and then it glows. It's so stinking cute. It has yellow on the ears and paws. I really like stuff like this. I thought that was adorable. And of course I love cats, so I had to get it. But I'll probably put this on my desk or somewhere and use it as a little display, but I love cats, so I couldn't say no to that. The only other bigger item that I got is this here, and I was looking at it. This is the brand, that there. And they only had it in black in the store. I kind of wanted the green one. There was like a dark green and a black. But since they only have this one, I got this. And I liked that you could either do it this way, and then they also had an option where you could do this on the side. And I was thinking about hanging this. So when I get the cabinets together, on the wall space above the cabinets, I want to do a bunch of mix match, and I want to have a round mirror, some like square artwork, and I thought this would look really cute hanging there as well. That was my kind of my vision, is if I could hang this as part of the gallery wall, and then I could stick two Hoya plants there. And then above the gallery wall, I think I want to hang 2 grow lights. That way on top of the rudstick cabinets, I can do some taller Hoyas, and then I'll have some extra grow lights. So I think this little shelf would be perfect. At least that's what I was thinking in my head. And I'm trying to think what else is not planty. Oh, I got a candle. This is my only other non-plant item. Oh, it smells so good. That's the name there. And the scent is, does it even say? It doesn't say. I'm assuming it's a type of lavender. It smells like lavender, but it's supposed to last 70 hours. I smell this and I'm like, I have to get it. I love the smell of lavender. And oh, I got a couple organizational baskets, and then the rest is pottery. I thought these were cute. It's like a little netting like that, a basket. And that is the brand there. And it comes with a lid as well that you can put right on top. Well, it's not going to close until I take the, or will it close? Maybe it will. But it closes on top. I figured I could use this for plant supplies, like especially in my shop room. I could maybe do one with labels and stuff like that. So I ended up getting 2. They had this color, and then they had a lighter color. I liked the darker brown. I feel like this is probably a kitchen item though for something. I got a lot of pots because I don't go to IKEA that often, and I feel like the pots are pretty reasonably priced, and I do need a lot of pots. Yeah, I have a lot here. Okay, that is it. I'm just gonna show you one by one here. Okay, I got 2 more of these. I do have a few of these already. They're the, it starts with an F is the brand. I think these are only a couple dollars. And is this a 4-inch? 3.5 inch, but I feel like it's a cheap and expensive pot. I do use these, the ones that I got, was it last year when I was there? So I got a couple more of those. I got a couple darker colored pots because I'm more like neutral whitish, but my anthurium shelf is more like dark, and I like the dark pots with the anthurium leaves. So I got a couple darker colors for my anthurium shelf. This is probably my favorite, is it? Or no, I got a couple of green pots. I really like this color. I like the blue-green tone, like silvery blue-green, but I really like, is this more like an emerald, like a dark, I don't know the color name, but I love, 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 love this color. I'm assuming by looking at it, it's like a 5-inch. I don't think it's quite a 6-inch, but she is beautiful. Okay, here's another one for my anthuriums. This one is a gray. It kind of looks like a concrete planter, the design of it, but it is a plastic. It looks like it would be heavy duty, but it's very lightweight. And this one, I'll show you the sticker there. Most of these were in the plant section in IKEA, like before you go to the shelving units where the live plants were. Most of those were in those 2 aisles. I don't know what size this one is, maybe a 5-inch as well, or a 4.5. But I liked the light gray color. I don't really have gray pots. Ooh, this is a repeat pot purchase. I got one last year, a pink pot. It's so cute. It has the same stippling design. And this one I think is probably a 5-inch as well. That's the brand name. This is one of my favorite pots. I have a lot of the beigey color, and I think it comes in black. It comes in a couple different sizes, but this one I'll probably use for my new begonia that I got once it grows a bit more. The pink maculata, because it'll match with the pink pot. So this is why I got this one for her. Oh, here's another dark green pot. I figured I would probably use this for maybe one of my Hoyas, but again, it's that pretty dark green, except this one is glass. This one I think was in the candle section. I don't know if I see a name on there. I think this was a newer item. I overheard a couple workers in there looking at some of this stuff, but yeah, she is beautiful, and it kind of has a faded look to it. I don't know if you can tell, like in the light, the top is a bit lighter, but again with that green color. There we go. Beautiful. I think I have one more green one. Yes, I have one more green one. This one will probably just be a decoration pot, but because the lip is short, you can't really pot into it. But again, another one of those green tones. Green is my favorite color. This one, I don't know, there's the tag there. I think this one was in a different section. It was, I remember picking it up near the glass and vases and stuff like that. But yeah, this one will probably just be a decorative piece when I do my gallery wall. I'll probably just sit this somewhere up there. Okay, a couple more. Another plant pot. This one's more of like a beigey color. This is, it feels like plastic. I don't think this is clay. Maybe the bottom part is clay. I was gonna say it kind of feels like lightweight plastic, but it has speckling up top and then a more solid base. There's the tag. Oh, it was upside down. There we go. And this is another 3.5 inch. So this is the same size as the white ones. And one more. This one is a drinking cup technically, but I love these little vases. I think a 3-inch nursery pot would fit really well in here, and I get these sometimes at TJ Maxx and stuff, but I really liked the look of this one. And sometimes I fill them up with stratum and then pluck a plant in stratum, and it can grow in here for a while. But I love the glassware. This one's more of like a, it kind of has an amberish tone to it, I would say. So I really like this one, and that's everything. My giant bag is empty now. So that is my little IKEA haul. I guess it's a big IKEA haul, but I'm really excited for the shelving units, and I'm excited to start working on that hopefully in the coming weeks, but I will take you along through that process. I'll make a video of putting the area together and styling the Hoyas and everything. So I have to figure out what I want to do with the shelving units as far as what shelves to get, the lighting situation. I'll probably map it out in my head and work on getting everything that I need and then build my cabinets and get it put together. So hopefully in October, but yeah, I will take you along for that. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.